Welcome to the overview on creating an engaged community of writers. Establishing a community of writers involves creating a supportive writing environment. Teachers should participate as writers, allow students opportunities to choose their own topics, and encourage collaboration and feedback in and out of the classroom. They should also publish students' writing and extend the community beyond the classroom. By writing and sharing their writing, teachers can participate as members of the classroom writing community. Teachers also need to model how writing affects their daily lives, demonstrate the importance of writing for communication, model perseverance, and express the satisfaction that can come from creating a meaningful text. Giving students choices for their writing assignments helps contribute to an engaged community of writers. For example, teachers could have students keep a notebook in which they record topics for writing, adding and modifying their ideas throughout the year. Topic lists can be kept for all genres, including ideas for personal narratives, poems, persuasive letters, expository essays, etc. Whenever they are starting a new piece of writing, they can consult their notebook for ideas. There are a variety of ways teachers can encourage students to collaborate throughout the writing process, such as brainstorming ideas, responding to drafts in a writing group, or helping peers edit or revise their work. An example of a collaborative activity that helps build a community of writers is Star of the Day. This activity celebrates each student on his or her day, maybe his or her birthday. The Star of the Day sits at the front of the class and answers interview questions. After the interview, students compose sentences about the Star of the Day, and these sentences are combined into one paragraph and displayed on the class bulletin board. Students can determine whether their writing is accurately and appropriately conveying its message by sharing their writing and responding to written and verbal feedback from their teachers and their peers. The feedback process helps students identify problems in other people's writing and may enhance the understanding of their own writing. Students need to be taught strategies and appropriate language for written feedback. Teachers can model and encourage students to give each other appropriate verbal feedback on their writing during activities such as author's chair. In this activity, one student sits in a special chair and reads his or her work to peers. Then the teacher models and facilitates the class, giving kind verbal comments that are both positive and constructive to the author about his or her writing. Displaying student work prominently in the classroom can help students see themselves as writers. For example, teachers can create a wall of fame featuring the best excerpts from each student's writing on a bulletin board in the classroom. Teachers can extend the community of writers beyond the classroom by displaying student work in the hallways or administration buildings, or by hanging their work around the school or classrooms to simulate an art gallery. Students can walk around in a gallery walk, writing positive comments on sticky notes and attaching the notes to the work on display in the gallery. Teachers can also publish student work in books that include an About the Author page, and these books can be made available in the school library. Students can write for authentic purposes, such as by writing a persuasive letter to the editor of a local newspaper about a current issue. Creating an engaged community of writers helps convey the message that writing is important, valued, and rewarding. Implementing activities such as those suggested here can help teachers create a supportive classroom environment in which students feel connected to one another and engaged in the writing process with their peers.